Hello, Taurus. This is going to be your money and finances forecast. Thank you for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. So, on to your reading, Taurus. Taurus, your overall focus and theme about your money and finances is you have the dowsing rods, the seeker. So, right away, I feel that you are focusing, Taurus, on overcoming obstacles with will and determination. Okay, I feel that you may be experiencing uncertainty or uneasiness with money, seeking clarity. You may have been trying to or needing to steer away from making any major decisions about money. um, your money and finances may be fluctuating in an extreme way here. um, Also, you may not have all the information that you need. This is a time where there may be hidden agendas at play, or there could be fear around money, or you could be coming out of all of that. Either way, be careful with your money and be careful with others, but trust your instincts. I also feel here, um, with Seeker, I feel that this is the time for you to be very practical and grounded about your money and finances, and being able to either solve problems or avoid problems. You are looking for signs of improvement to come up around your money, but you also, I feel like you're looking for signs to be aware of and mindful to avoid any pitfalls or challenges with money. I feel like there may have been a source of money that um, you lost and were seeking, and now this money is found, is returning, or some that source is returning to you. This source of money is returning to you, or you are having a new source of money come in to replace what was lost. This is also you not giving up about your financial situation, but also that you may be looking to reconcile something financially, or you are receiving or achieving reconciliation around your money and finances situation that needed to happen. So let's take a look, Taurus, at what's going on with your money and finances. But you're seeking for money to come in. Something may have been stuck or blocked or had come to a stop, and you're looking for it to be resumed. um, Also, you are looking to have positive energy that you put in towards your money and finances. Um, or you may be, Taurus, at this time, a positive source of energy and influence on others who may be looking to start a business or entrepreneurship. Or you may be doing this, but you are coming up with a lot of creative ideas for business, for yourself or for others, that are very attractive and appear to have some sort of substance to it, that something to take off with. Spirit, what do Tauruses need to know about their money and finances for the month of August 2020? What's going on with Taurus money and finances? August 2020. What are the messages for Taurus about their money and finances? August 2020. You could be focused on an offer or opportunity with money, or you may be getting some good news about money or looking for some good news about money, but also be mindful to stay realistic. You may be focused on your creative projects, either for yourself or coming together with others in that regard. What do Tauruses need to know about their money and finances, please? Taurus, money and finances. What do Tauruses need to know? Money and finances. Thank you. Okay, let's get into this for you, Taurus. All right. Okay. Well, let's do this. So, the overall energy surrounding you and your money and finances, that is your focus, Taurus, is you have the Nine of Swords. So you are experiencing some concerns and anxieties about your money and finances. You're very worried about your money, whether that's real or perceived. Underneath that, though, you do have the Six of Cups. So this may be concerning children, someone from the past, something from the past. There may be concerns about whether or not you will get money coming in from something from the past or from an inheritance, or you may be concerned of whether or not things are going to return back to the way they were for you financially, or you may be concerned about whether or not you're going to get a resolution here and get a successful conclusion to this, either for yourself or for your children, or a family member or family, or all of the of which I've mentioned. But this Nine of Swords is about you needing to address your concerns, to relieve yourself of your concerns, but also to be careful about overthinking, to get out of your head, and be mindful about whether or not the anxieties and worries and concerns you're experiencing are real or perceived, but seeing how to address them by focusing on how you may need to adapt as much as possible, so that you can have a new situation, or if you find yourself dealing with a new situation affecting you financially here, by seeing what you can culminate, what you can instate, perhaps what you could reinstate, but focusing on how to see completion and closure here and staying devoted to that regard so that you can have peace, but also focusing on having peace. So what is the strongest expression that you can bring forth? Is it through your actions, your creativity, or all of the elements, so that you can prepare yourself for what's going on, or how you need to conclude or end something, or even get to the next stage as your money is concerned? Okay. Now, your energy and attitude towards your money and finances is you do have this King of Wands. I like this energy for you because with the King of Wands here, this is saying that you're very engaging and charismatic. You may be spending a lot of time negotiating about money and finances. You may be trying to come up with a master plan, or having a master plan with your money and finances. This is you perhaps starting a business. Now, the King of Wands energy, this is a person who's taking leadership, who's very social and has high intelligence, very social and involved with not only what needs to happen financially for themselves, but perhaps even for their family. You're focusing on your responsibilities. This is you having self-confidence and power and knowledge, influence and wisdom, but also acting from a place of tact. This is you looking at how to take authority over your concerns and see how you can get control over it, or what you need to do to intervene, or how you might need to restrain yourself or a situation, or perhaps someone else. But this is you having a verdict, directing the situation sometimes. This is also perhaps you being self-sacrificing. But with this fire energy, this is you being very effective, okay, in your actions, taking responsibilities on. This perhaps even could be you being very demanding, but this is you looking at being able to achieve and reach your goals here with the King of Wands energy. This is you being very, very determined despite concerns and worries about money, to do what needs to be done. Now, the King of Wands has happened to be looking at the Five of Cups. Now, you have been concerned about a loss of money, or about the potential loss of money. And with the King of Wands looking at that Five of Cups, you're trying to figure out how to recover. Now, you do have another five, Taurus, you do have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, that's earth energy. This is a focus on your concern or being concerned. There could be some issues with authority, but you are yearning for something to happen here, or needing something to happen here, seeking security, okay? Now, the Five of Pentacles is you experiencing a decrease in your money situation, a loss of funds. Your money is depleted here with this Five of Pentacles energy, you experiencing some degree of hardship, and you maybe needing to get help, or some of you may be getting help. There may be issues with job security being at risk here with the Five of Pentacles, but this is you experiencing lack. So whatever this instability or challenge is, there's a need to see how to resolve it. But be mindful with your reaction, how you engage it to change it and deal with the adversity to stimulate the situation, either through some sort of intervention, or seeing how you can be rational and grounded and confront the situation where there may be some sort of loss or crisis financially here, and see how you can rebuild. There's a need to focus on rebuilding here. You have the moon. Now with the moon energy, you could be dealing with a Cancer, but a Pisces also for me with this energy, with this moon. Like I said, I mentioned before that you may have been dealing with some insecurity, some uncertainty, some uneasiness, some money fluctuating. With the moon here is saying that that is happening here. You are experiencing some intense emotions around money. You're experiencing your money fluctuating in an extreme way. You are experiencing uncertainty, uneasiness. This is the time where, in that state, you shouldn't be making any major decisions about your money. There also is a possibility that you don't have all the information. Be careful of others who may have a hidden agenda as far as your money is concerned, or be careful about your hidden agenda too concerning your money, or as it has to relate with others. But this may simply be all chopped up down to you just experiencing a lot of fear about your money and finances. But this is also saying there's a need for you to trust your instincts and be careful to get clarity, because with the moon energy here, all is not what it seems. So you want to be mindful to be careful about your spending, about what's coming in and going out here, because your money situation is very delicate and sensitive here. Okay, it's possible that something could be coming up to do with your money situation that you don't see coming, that could be an unexpected expense, or where your money situation is suddenly changed that you're not aware of, that comes up for you. So be careful here, Taurus, with the moon energy. Because, Taurus, you do have the Five of Cups. Yeah. So, with the Five of Cups, you could be dealing with family where there's a loss of money, either for you or a family member. And it may be affecting you, or you're just affected by it. But the Five of Cups here is talking about that you're experiencing some sort of financial setback, or someone you know or dealing with is. Now with this Five of Cups, this is saying that nothing can be done about what was lost or the setback you're experiencing, but instead for you to focus on the future and work on what went wrong so that it doesn't go wrong again. This is about needing to recover, to salvage the situation and not cry over spilled milk. But it seems to be that there's some sort of loss here. And so back to that Five of Cups, I see that the King of Wands, that being your energy, is looking at the Five of Cups. So it is possible that you could be experiencing some anger here, okay? Or you could be having issues with your responsibilities. You may be being a little irresponsible here, so you want to be careful of that. Or you may not be as aware as you need to be about all that's going on with your money and your responsibilities. And there's a need for you to be really focused on that and having the confidence and taking authority over the situation so that you can avoid burdens or deal with them, and be careful that things aren't getting out of control, so that you can effectively engage the situation and come up with better planning, or negotiate better, or just try to move your situation forward here. But there seems to be some sort of loss with the Five of Cups that you're experiencing, and there's a need to see how to recover. With you being in the King of Wands energy, I do feel that you are focusing on salvaging the situation, that you immediately recognize or acknowledge the loss, but you also just as quickly are looking to see how to recover and salvage the situation, which is the best thing to be done here. Now, you're concerned about money as you do have this Eight of Pentacles. So you may be concerned that something isn't working, or something that was working has come to a stop. Now, there may be concerns about being prudent, okay? So there may be a concern about how prudent you're being, or the lack of prudence that you're showing here. There may be issues at work with the Eight of Coins here. You might be out of work, or work is slow, or there's less work available to you, less hours. You may be concerned about receiving less pay, or there may be a need for you to improve your skills, but also there may be concerns with details around money. You may not be seeing all the details, so you want to pay attention to all the details, okay? Make sure that you are studying everything that is going on with your money and finances situation. Also, you may be concerned about how you're working with your money and finances, or how well things are going to be working, because you may be very busy, trying to be busy, or you may not know how to work on it. Perhaps there may be a concern that you may need to learn more about what needs to happen around your money, or learn more in terms of training, so that you can see more financially with the work that you're doing, or what your pursuits are towards getting money here. Okay, but with this Eight of Pentacles, you see this person is sitting down, not doing anything. So something may have stopped working, or isn't working, or you don't know how to work it, or you're not paying attention to the details. But these are concerns, okay? Concerns that need to be addressed here. It's possible you could be dealing with someone in the King of Wands energy that is causing some sort of challenges or strife for you financially, or for someone that you know, where they're not working on something, or they're refusing to work on something, or working with this person is difficult. Now, your challenge with your money, Taurus, is you do have Temperance. You could be dealing with or involved with a Sagittarius individual. So the challenge with Temperance is, how do you make the adjustments? How do you heal your money? How do you balance your money and finances? Because the Temperance is meaning that you want to be careful not to do too much or too little, or overdo or not do enough. With the Temperance energy here, this is saying that the least little thing that you do or don't do could make or break your money and finances situation here. Now, with this Temperance energy, you may be trying to deal with clashing of interests here, but this is about, how do you get a good balance? How do you create a greater balance with your money and finances in terms of what's going out and coming in? This is, will you be able to come up with a decent budget? Will you be able to avoid any excessive purchases? Or are you not able to avoid excessive purchase? This is about you also needing to have a work balance and do things in moderation and have some patience with yourself. But this is also being able to re-examine and continue to re-examine your money situation and your priorities, but also to prioritize here. So this is, how do you make the adjustments? How do you heal, and how do you balance your money so that it doesn't tip over in an extreme way or cause imbalance for you? Now, it's also possible that there may be the challenge of a Sagittarius individual coming to you, seeking your support and help in a financial way, because they're experiencing loss and they're trying to replenish, or you're experiencing a depletion or loss with money as a result of being involved with a Sagittarius individual, perhaps even a Cancer or Pisces individual, where the exchange of funds, there's a problem with that, because there's either something not working, or there's a problem with the details. And so your likely outcome, though, is you do have the Three of Wands. Now, when you have the Three of Wands here as your outcome, this is saying that you are planning, you having foresight about your money situation. So this is you having some sort of intuition. Your intuition is playing out and giving you foresight, so that you can have a vision or about your situation looking ahead. And so this is you focusing on the potential to earn or the potential to save or be prepared. So with the Three of Wands, I feel like this is you. Some of you, you're seeing progress with your money and finances situation because you're following your intuition and you're taking control and taking the lead here to achieve what needs to happen despite any loss or setbacks. Then you're focused on salvaging things and recovering. You may see a source of income return. And with this Three of Wands, this is you also coming up with ways to have a productivity around your money and finances. This is you focusing on seeing how you can address and perhaps even cooperate with others or deal better with any external factors that could be playing out here that could be causing you some sort of conflict, to have things come together. The Three of Wands here, I feel, is talking about you being able to see progress and move forward. But for some of you, this is you waiting for your ships to come in. But this is about you having that creativity here and focusing on the possibilities and continuing to nurture your situation, and perhaps even turning to your community, friends, or family for support that you can connect with or perhaps reconnect with. This is about you perhaps being mindful about any risk taking. Okay, for some of you, you could be experiencing a little good luck, but ultimately with this Three of Wands, I do see you moving forward with your plans or seeing progress with the plans you have made or were making. And some of you are waiting for your ships to come in, and some of you are seeing signs of your ships coming in with this Three of Wands. To look a little more closely at that Three of Wands, you do have the Four of Wands. So this is you having things line up, seeing success and completion, and being able to create some stability for yourself, having some success with your money and finances, but it taking hard work. And that hard work paying off. So things are coming together for you, Taurus, however challenging it may be or feel for you. But you are able to weather this and see some sort of improvement, but you will have to do the work, and it will be hard work. Now, for some of you, there may be a focus on home, okay, and family. But this is you seeing your plans see progress in paying off. Okay, so I do see improvements with your money and finances here, and I do see some healing, but it's going to take you doing things in moderation and being very, very, very careful here. Okay, prioritize. So let's see what some guidance is here for you. Spirit, what is some guidance for Taurus about their money and finances from the energies that are here in this spread? What is some guidance, financial guidance? Thank you for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. You have clearing debts. Loving this for you, Taurus. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial, emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. Okay? So this is you clearing debts. Be focused on clearing debts. And part of how you clear debts is not creating more debt. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.